Welcome to One Word a Day. I'm Sophie, your pilot into the universe of Chinese. Today's expression, 修身齐家, is a Chinese societal expectation of how to adult, adulting in Chinese definition. So first you need to sculpt your body, okay? And then you need to govern your home. It sounds a little bit weird, right? But it got a historical context. It's not about bodybuilding. It doesn't require you to have six packs. And then this 修身 mostly is to fine tune your moral values so that you know how to behave in a certain way. You're basically cultivated, civilized person. So that's 修身, and then 齐家. As the leader of the home, I mean, this mostly talk from the perspective of the man, the head of the household, that you need to govern your home. And why you need to govern? Because in ancient times, a man may have multiple wives, and there may be quite some dramas of cat fights at home. You can expect, right? And then, I mean, in such an environment, how do you practice home management? That's a big topic. If you can manage your home right, you can manage yourself, manage your home, eventually you can be the leader of the world. The skipped line is 修身齐家治天下. 治 is finally the big public civil engineering project building a dam, saying that level of management, 天下, the whole world beneath the sky. So 修身齐家 is the basic requirement, the baseline for, be a head of the household. Okay, 修 is made of the 3 strikes. That's decorative pattern. That means you're decorating something. And sculpting is kind of like you are shaping something in a certain way. And it's related to aesthetics. Therefore, the 3 stripes as a representation of you noticing how things look, right? The rest of the symbols means you're walking across the river slowly. And again, there are simplifications and things got changed in how they describe, but the main elements are there. This is a human figure, and this vertical line is a simplification or streamline of the water or the river this human is supposed to cross. So how are you going to cross the river? Have you crossed the river in real life? I did. I was almost blown away in the torrents because it's kind of a waist deep water that I was crossing. So this 3-finger hand symbol, together with a tool, this horizontal vertical line, that's a tool you hold in your hand. Supposedly you're using some tool to cross the river slowly, carefully. So eventually this human crossing river, because we're 2 legs standing being, right? It could be in that current, it can easily be blown away by the water. Unlike, I would imagine, horses crossing or other animal, like a dog crossing, they can swim across. If you don't swim, crossing river can be really dangerous. But the whole picture created here is you using tools to slowly cross the river. And eventually that becomes a slow. So slow decorating, slow modifying. It's Chinese sculpting, making a lot of sense, right? Okay, body is this side view of humans. So on the top is already human again, except it's distorted. This is an elongated human, but here is like a kind of looking like, it's hard to represent, but it's a human. So it instantly, this is about human. And then this is the rib cage of the human. So I guess we have an abstract understanding of the human on the top, but at the bottom, it's like spell out the anatomy of human. And the main thing to define or easily identifiable is our rib cage here. And then we have 2 legs. Then I'm not sure about that thing. I mean, when the language creator started this whole saga of Chinese language creation and abstraction, like mapping the complicated world we're living in, at least the 4 dimensions, right? Space and time. If humans still had tail back then, I don't know, but it looks like a tail, right? So here is an anatomy, super simplification of humans' anatomy, and that means body. So again, sculpt body doesn't mean bodybuilding, it means improve yourself holistically in all kinds of ways. I guess in the societal expectations back then, it gotta be you're well-read, good communicator. You understand what the country or the ruler of the country expects of you, to be your local leader, to be your household leader first, and a local leader, eventually become managing the whole 天下, the whole world of yours. So this build yourself or sculpt yourself. That's the first step. And then 齐家, govern, home. We have this home image in yesterday's episode. So basically it's the private property, which is this enclosure space with a chimney on the top. And then underneath is your major meat source of protein. Back then, pigs. So Chinese are pig eaters. So if you have the pigs under your roof, that means it's your home. It's your homestead, your own property. Okay, this govern, I translate as govern so that linguistically, it seems to make better sense, but it actually means to trim, to even out. And this trim image came from this, I guess, wheat. It's wheat. So it's a type of a crop growing on the ground, and we have this ground level thing. And you can see here, multitudes of those, they are growing up to the same height. And then I guess the top here is another one of those, but it's trimmed, it's truncated. It's not a full, like a diamond shape. It's like half. And so that means somebody manually trimmed it so that the whole field of crops from afar looks even. They are growing to the same height. So that trimming, you can almost visualize it in today's concept as landscaping, except it came from the farming. Like back then, I guess the Chinese have landscaping as well. But this is farmland landscaping. And that means you're doing something to manage it so it looks good, at least. So here it's also about looks good, all right? Your body looks good, your home got even, like nicely trimmed. Of course, it implies not just, the home building, not just the environment building, but the human relationships in there, right? You avoid dramas, your cat fights at home. Okay, so that are the two, yourself and your home. If you can 修身齐家, then you're proven as a fully functional, capable man, the head of the household. So that's ancient time. I intentionally put a woman, a bodybuilder, to go against this expectations on men only. But this 修身, I guess, is a visual representation of that, is easily bodybuilding, right? You spend time on yourself. In this case, it's really like sculpting your body, and then you make your home a trimmed, like a well-managed place. And that's the beginning of your journey as, adulting. So I map it to self-improvement. I guess that's the, super simplification, but Chinese give it concrete, like what you're supposed to do. Expectations quite high, it's not easy. So 修身齐家, there you go. Thank you for your time. See you another